No note of absurdity rings louder on the universal bell than when the same animal that pushes buttons in CERN mouths the word sustainability. The animal I am referring to is, of course, the human, with particular emphasis on the empirical scientist. It is he and not the saint who is responsible for the lion's share of despair and destruction in today's world. Theirs is the profession of flattening and leveling, as though there could be no such thing as a beach with an average pebble weight of 145 grams that doesn't contain a single pebble weighing exactly 145 grams. Man is in a ridiculously desperate state after centuries of such flattening of the individual will. The only name for anyone with a PhD in things that involves energies greater than the sun, yet has failed to comprehend the critique of pure reason, is devil. Such are knaves of the highest order. As for the profane religion of singularity, do its adherents even consider the fact that between petrochemistry and atomic energy, humanity had already experienced a period in which most believed that all of our problems of matter and energy were solved? Which of their creations will not have unintended consequences that put those of plastic and uranium to shame? There's always a litany of unintended consequences. How optimistic the 50s must have been. When someone like Neil Tyson talks about dancing in the rain and teaching children to reconnect with nature, he fails to recall who made the rain acidic and has built the screens that disconnect us from nature in the first place. The statement, "There never has been, nor will there be a technological breakthrough or scientific discovery without unintended consequences," is heretical to tech worshippers, to some an article of faith, and to myself a Spinozan axiom, a truth as the Tao itself. 5G isn't harmful to us, and other such phrases are dealt out a priori by those who wish to push buttons. Is 5G harmful to pets, bees, ladybugs, aphids, the ozone? Naturally, somebody, somewhere, is likely working on at least some of these questions, but it is the summit of hubris to think the mind, or the machines it makes in its image, are capable of calculating every variable. We exist on an ever-changing, infinitely dimensional fractal equation, and none of the pictures we take with our various scopes are indicative of anything resembling permanence. Furthermore, that someone is likely young, naive, and highly technologically adept. They are the kind of person who thinks that they are building a neural interface to heal paralysis as opposed to connect advertisers directly to people's dreams. What such a soul fails to realize has been laid bare by Kant centuries ago, that all reality is filtered through the mind, and therefore cannot be known in itself. By the time the new variables are well understood, sufficiently subjected to the rigor of scientific method, it will eventually be too late. Millions, if not billions, of names will be added to the Alamogordo 13. There will come a generation that watches the atmosphere shorn into the blackness of space, who feels the final touch of entropy sap every joule of energy from Earth's life-giving bounty, forever. And it will not be spiritual men who take us there.